Brothership. Sometimes we do a countdown, and you know what? I'm not feeling it. If we're working past 5 p.m. on a Friday, you're not getting a countdown.
Waiting for payday is the...
Oh, there's
That's
an
true.
ad. There's an ad, and a man was yelling. It looks like we're live.
It looks like we're live. Hold on for a second. I might need to refresh my pages here.
Yeah.
Give me 1 minute.
I'm going to go under the assumption that we're
Yeah.
live, because you know what to say about assuming.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, we are live on YouTube. I can confirm we are live on YouTube.
Oh my
so
God,
hi,
what do we do with
YouTube.
our hands? What do we do? How do we stream? Well, welcome everyone. Happy Friday evening. Marty here alongside Jack, and we are here to play the first few hours of Mario and Luigi Brothership, the brand new Mario and Luigi role-playing game that just came out yesterday on the Nintendo Switch family of consoles. I don't know why I said it that way. How are you doing, Jack?
What do I do with my hands?
I know, it's weird. What do you do with your hands? What do you do with your hands? Yeah, we're here. We wanted to play this together, and we needed to find a time that worked for both of us, and it turned out 6:30 p.m. on Friday was the time that worked for both of us. So there you go.
This is just, this is the life. This is the life you lead sometimes. Because we are working so late, I did take a little time off this afternoon.
Good.
To start my annual Dark Souls runs and having a lovely time.
What do you mean? Can you call it annual if you just do it all the time?
I do just do it all the time. I especially do it kind of November, December, January.
Gotcha. Oh, they're kind of like holiday games to you? I like that.
They're like, it's dark out. We're feeling down. Just great feel bad games. And
they're really the best feel bad games.
They're really the best feel bad games. So I'm currently doing a magic only run. I can only damage people with magic in Dark Souls 2. So, which is sometimes significantly more difficult than you would think.
Than you would imagine. You would think like magic would be able to help you out, but nope. Dark Souls, I feel like no matter what you do, magic, Dark Souls is going to be mean to you. If I'm being perfectly honest.
Sometimes, sometimes it's incredibly overpowered and they just did not think you were going to tackle this boss at a distance and it's over.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can't hit, a crab that's 5 feet in front of you because it keeps moving.
Because magic is stupid.
Because magic is stupid.
Said from someone who only plays those games as a sorcerer because getting up and close with other beings in the lands between is terrifying.
Luigi?
Right.
And everyone in chat, let me know how volumes are. Let me know if I need to be raised or lowered, Jack needs to be raised or lowered, Mario and his brother Luigi need to be raised or lowered. I can do any of those.
Wait. I only see a Mario.
Yeah, he landed.
This was a Brothership.
Oh, don't worry. Oh, geez, look at that big bird. What if Luigi
Marty
turned into a big mechanical bird?
Is that the twist of the game? Because I'm here for it.
Luigi go bird mode? Sounded like the game was a little loud, so I lowered the game a little bit.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jess.
Hello, Jess.
Half of the cutscene is missing. What did you do to it, Marty?
What do you mean half the cutscene's missing?
I don't know. That's what Eric said.
Oh.
I don't know.
I just hit a button. I don't know. Maybe I hit the button twice. Eric, it's 6:30 on Friday. Don't yell at us.
Eric.
We could be out kissing babes. And we're here. We're playing games with y'all.
I've tried so many times. I can't. They won't let me.
Every time I try to kiss a babe, all of a sudden I get a Slack notification. It's like, you gotta go on stream. And I'm like, damn.
Oh, I was this close to kissing a babe.
I think we're fighting garlic of some sort. Or is this an onion sprig? What do we think this is? You're a bit of a gourmand. What is this?
That is, first of all, adorable.
Yeah, it's very cute. Yeah.
Very cute. Wait, a Seedle? Are you fighting Pokemon?
Was his name a Seedle? Oh, this poor man. I'm sorry.
It was a Seedle.
I'm sorry.
You have to catch it, and it will turn into, Onyenigo.
Onyenigo.
Who is a water type Pokemon because it cries.
Oh! Did you just make a new Pokemon?
I did.
Did you just make a new Pokemon?
We did. We got some super chats already. Brent Walden Member of the Green Gang for 8 months. We appreciate that support.
Yeah.
Harry's on 94. Ah, yes, the Martio Bros. Jack's height is perfect for Luigi too. It's true. Luigi has always been my preferred brother.
He's the best brother.
He's the best brother.
He's the best brother.
100% the best brother. And yes, I am tall-ish.
You know who? There's a couple other better brothers though. We 100% I did skip a cutscene because all this stuff. I think it's one of those games that has a cutscene like before, like as soon as you boot up the game. Which to me, you gotta put that after. If I start a new game, you gotta just show me everything there. You can't like have required reading before I hit start new game.
Oh, of course, it's menu, then the game starts. Nintendo. First, we have the accept button not being the lowest button like everybody else does it, and now you're putting story-specific cutscenes before the menu. Get it together, Nintendo.
Also, Luigi might be a ghost, so Luigi might be dead.
What?
I don't know. Like we lost Luigi, and then we saw sort of a phantom image of Luigi. And you can't hear what I'm sharing with you because I don't know how that technology works. But they just keep saying each other's name in the same tone. He keeps going, Luigi! And Luigi keeps going, Mario! And it's just like the same voice used over and over. Why are they doing that?
No.
Luigi!
Well, because they have to find each other, right?
Yeah, I guess that's the easiest way to find people.
Is just to say their name.
Luigi! Yeah. You ever meet anyone named Luigi?
No, I have never met anyone named Luigi.
I think we both might die before we meet Luigi, which would be a bummer.
Do Luigis exist anymore? Like, do Marios exist anymore?
Mario?
Can you...
Mario Batali, Celebrity Chef.
Yeah, but he was born before Mario.
Oh, that's true. He was pre-Mario.
Mario Lopez, I'm going to say, was born before Mario.
Also pre-Mario, yeah.
Yes. Or at very least, No, Mario Lopez, I believe, is older than I am, so he would be born pre-Mario.
Yeah, because, I mean, like, Saved by the Bell was, like, late 80s, early 90s, right?
Yeah.
And he was, like, a fully grown human then.
He was an adult, at least. So can you, in good conscience, name your child Mario or Luigi?
Oh, like, has it been long enough to where, like, it's not, like, the immediate thing? Also, you're not centered. I'm going to center you.
Could you center me? I could always just move, too.
No, there's no reason to... No, now you're not centered anymore! I worked so hard on that! I didn't. I dragged one thing over. It was not working hard.
Do you want me to nitpick? Because, like,
please.
you also... our cameras, you have the edge cut off too much, so there's a tiny sliver of game peeking through, like...
oh, son of a bitch!
Like on this
I see that. I see
right
that.
there?
You know what I could do? I could fix it.
Right there?
I can fix it.
I'm going to nitpick.
Is that on both of us or just on me?
On both of us. On both of us. There is a sliver of game poking through. I think it's your fault.
Oh, look who just solved the crisis. It was me, Mario. It's for someone who streams as much as I do, I am like woefully inept at like everything that goes on in a stream other than sitting down and talking. I'm so bad at the rest of it. But it's fine.
Back in the day, there was a time, Marty, in which you would have a person who would be the talent, right? And it would be their job to sit and talk and do the talent things. And then you would have the production side of things. The job of people to set up the cameras and the lights and the broadcast. And that's a whole separate group of people. And now we have to do it all.
At IGN, not only was that the way it was, we were told as people who were on camera not to touch anything because we would break it.
Right.
They literally were like, don't touch any of that. Like, you can help carry bags, and that's it. I'm like, okay.
No, in some circumstances, there are strict union guidelines as to what you can and cannot touch. And you know what? I like that. I think that's nice. Because then you only have one thing to worry about. Honestly, OBS is pretty simple. So, you know, it's a little set and forget, which is why we forget so often. Hey-oh! You're welcome.
That was good.
Luigi?
Self-deprecation.
Where are we? Pure Pyro. Thank you for the super chat over on YouTube. Did Jack beat every game in UFO 50? Your favorite? Mooncat is still my favorite game. It is to me the most intriguing game, though. I know it's not called Blood Shack, but like Horror Mansion. Blood Shack.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
The point and click horror adventure game I beat, and it is marvelous.
It's a delight.
Absolutely marvelous.
I haven't had a chance to even play all the games. There's too many games. There's 50.
There's too many.
Plus,
There's
50
gosh darn games. The game in which you play the teleporting tank that can teleport, that can reverse gravity.
Oh, that one's good.
Oh, that one's sick as fuck. I love that game. Oh, Mamma Mia!
How do you feel about this art style? This is a little different. We haven't really seen Mario and Luigi this like slightly cell shaded, I guess.
Yeah, it's
like
cute.
thick black lines. Yeah,
I like it.
yeah, very animated animation. No, that can't be a way to describe animation.
That's
animated.
not a way. That is.
That is like very cartoony, very animated.
Yeah, no. I you know what? I like it because it is a style.
Yeah.
And I don't much care for the like Super Mario 3D style, like just the nice looking three-dimensional whatever that seem to have taken over so many of the Mario games. So like this actually has a character to it, the animation. So, yeah.
Agreed.
I like it.
Jess doesn't like the animation probably because they don't look like fucking witches and Baba Yagas. I bet if everyone was dressed as Baba Yagas, Jess would love it.
Oh, you got goth burnt.
Goth burnt. I hope that was the message Jess said I hate it to, because if that was in response to something else, I'm sorry. That was like absolutely crossed the line. I apologize. So the things in this game, all the denizens you meet are like plug based. How do you feel about a game that's centered around plugs?
I think this is how you know exactly they are running out of ideas, because they are just looking around the room and saying, "What haven't we used yet?" I don't know, the outlet.
The Mario, Paper Mario and Luigi games are 100% that. There was one that was, it's like they go into their kids' room, it's like, fuck, we didn't think of a theme yet. It's like, stickers. All theme stickers, just a bunch of stickers. The last one was just stickers. Like paper. They just just paper. You can fold it, you can cut it, there you go. Boom.
Boom. Folding, or origami. That's what it is. That's folding paper. Go.
Miyamoto, please don't hit us.
Everything's adorable, though.
It is adorable.
Like, look, they even have their very own Erd tree. That's great.
Oh, they do. And all the plugs are like dropping the golden leaves. Is this just...
Oh, wait a minute.
Just shit on your tree?
Wait a minute.
The Uni tree? 3 letters,
wait
just like
a minute. What kind of shenanigans are you pulling over there?
The Unitree, which has a bunch of power outlets, it disperses connecting and nectar.
Nice.
Give these sons of bitches a raise or throw them in jail. Either way, something needs to happen.
That's one of those, like, I want to be there for those kind of meetings where someone was like, here's what I got. Like, someone came to the meeting with this idea. They thought of it, like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
They woke up, like, gave themselves a voice memo. Nectar, connector. Oh my God.
Is this something?
They slapped their hand down on a table and said, Mr. Nintendo, I know a thing we can put in this game. And everyone applauded.
Also, there's a Scadu tree. There's just there's the shadow. Look at this.
They're big Elden Ring fans.
Concordia Cord. They're getting a lot of mileage out of fucking outlets.
I love it. I love, pun-based lore.
Yeah.
That's what I'm all about, is pun-based lore. Lampy over in Twitch with a highlighted message. When did Walter White join Second Wind? I have been getting a lot of Walter White. I think he only has a goatee, though.
Yeah, I don't think he has a
full beard.
Yeah.
I'm full beard.
It's hard to tell full beard on camera, though, because you're usually just facing the camera.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I am a bald man who now has a beard, so I accept Walter White.
Do you
Sir
announce
George-
your birthday with the year in bacon every year you turn 1 year older? You put the bacon year.
What?
That was from Breaking Bad. Didn't there like one episode started like a 52 in bacon because it was his birthday, and then he pulled a machine gun out of his trunk?
I'm gonna.
I might be
honest with
thinking
you,
of a different show.
I made it like 3 episodes in, and then I stopped watching.
Oh
I didn't
no!
watch it.
Okay, I feel a little less worried about my memory than I think the bacon thing was probably from there. Spoilers: he turns 52 and there's bacon, and he's got a gun in his trunk.
Sir George Lucas, is the stream happening so late because Jack was busy watching his damn Puppet Masters all day? What is this time slot? No, we're done with Puppet Masters. This is just when we could stream. You know, we had dev heads earlier today.
Yeah.
There's other stuff happening in the day.
Yeah.
This is the time. This is the time we have.
Friday afternoon push-up contest. You can't stream during the Friday afternoon push-up contest.
100%. Everybody lost, and no one could do one.
No, I could. I almost did one. I cheated a little.
Yeah. What?
I did cheat. When I said I did
You
one,
were-
it wasn't one. It was 0. It was 0.
Yeah. So we're still working on one of us doing one legitimate push-up. So we'll get there.
I also,
We'll
also
get
just really quick, the flying pig companion is named Snoutlet because he's got an outlet on his snout. These are good. These are gold. I was about to say they
adorable.
shouldn't be giving these away for free, but it's not for free because this is like a video game that you have to pay for. So
You have to pay money. You have to pay full price for this video game. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
not free at all.
The Switch. Thanks for resubscribing on Twitch. Says keep on keeping on. We appreciate
Hey,
that
thanks
support.
to the Switch.
We appreciate that support. James Morgan over on YouTube says, are all men at Second Wind required to have beards? I do believe every single one of us has a beard now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's getting cold.
It's getting cold.
Question mark. Yeah.
I'm trying it out. I'm
Yeah.
not usually a beard person. We're seeing.
Yeah,
We're seeing.
we all have weak soy jaws. we try to hide them using facial
I
hair.
have a phenomenal jaw. This does nothing but accentuate my phenomenal.
I'm gonna be honest.
jaw.
I do not know what my jaw looks like. I have not seen it in probably 20 years. I hope it's doing
Fair.
well. Though. I hope
Fair.
my jaw is doing well.
I mean, it's there, and that's all that matters.
We don't know it's there though. Could be like Uzumaki, and I shave, and there's just a spiral, like a spiral void where my jaw was.
Oh.
So that could be scary. That's one of the reasons why I don't know.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. So never shave.
Yeah, never shave.
Okay. Great. Lampy says it's not even the good plug type. It's the crappy American ones that electrocute you. Oh.
When was the last time you got electrocuted?
Legitimately, the last time I got electrocuted is when I was working at a butcher shop. When I was a butcher, we were changing out fluorescent bulbs.
Okay.
In the meat case, and it was a very dumb mistake. I had my hand on. It took 2 of us. One of us had to be on one side of the case, the other one on the other side of the case, and I had my hand on the metal connector instead of the glass tube, and the other guy plugged it in. It was.
We could see your skeleton through your body.
A full Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Yeah.
Yeah, getting electrocuted sucks. We don't recommend it.
We don't recommend it.
Yeah.
It's basically the thing. Have you ever gotten electrocuted?
Like I've gotten a shock. I don't know,
Okay.
honestly, I get shocked probably like once a month unplugging stuff from this desk.
Sure.
I don't have a lot of outlet. I just need to redo things, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not going to, but I need to. But I have these 2 outlets that are like on the top of my desk, and my desk is plugged into the wall, which that seems like a bad idea.
Yeah.
And so when I plug consoles into stream and stuff, I plug them into these 2 outlets. And sometimes it's kind of dark, and I just kind of grab back there. And one time I was just kind of grabbing back there, and my fingers like touched right like under the outlet, in between like the prongs and the outlet, and I got a little wake up call.
Okay.
Did I learn my lesson? I did not. But
Fair.
you know what?
That's fair.
You live.
I am I am. I don't know. Like prone. I have excessive static electricity.
Oh, interesting.
Every single time, now that like the weather's getting a little drier and a little colder, every single time I get out of my car, I have to touch like this part of my arm to the outside of my car door because it will shock me.
That is crazy.
Every single time in every single car I've ever been in.
Is that just like a genetic thing? It's got to be.
I
right?
have no idea what it is. For those who used to watch during the pre-rec days will know, like, I zapped everything all the goddamn time just walking around the studio. I am a menace.
Yeah, it can't be like what you're wearing, because if it's been going on for years, it's not like, oh, I have this one shirt that conducts electricity.
No.
Yeah. Weird.
No, it does not matter. It just happens. You know, not to paint too broad of a picture, but it has happened whilst nude. So, you know, that's all I'm going to say.
But it can't be the clothes.
It can't be the
Can't
clothes.
be the clothes. Whilst nude.
This is what I'm saying. So I for some reason, I am prone to shock. I'm shock. I'm a shock jock. Jari, thanks for the 100 bits. Marty, did you see all the Sega games getting pulled off Steam?
I did. They're pulling them off all the stores. Not all the Sega games, but a bunch of like the old like original Sonic the Hedgehog and Shinobi, like a bunch of the old like random ass Genesis games, and then like collections of games and a couple Dreamcast ones are being pulled from digital stores. They didn't really give a reason why. Like part of it is like is Sega like planning something to release some like here's the Dreamcast portable that you could buy, like a plug-and-play Dreamcast that has all these games on it, you know, which, that's not a good reason. Don't delist things. Leave it there.
No,
we need to remember our history, learn from it.
They're hoping to create a little scarcity.
Yeah, I don't know.
Think?
Or if it's just Sega, it's just Sonic the Hedgehog being a goddamn menace, which he does. He eats chili dogs.
Maybe you mean radical.
Oh,
he's being radical.
He's being radical. There's only one radical left here, and it's Sonic the Hedgehog when he runs the wrong way on the screen, because you're supposed to go to the right. You're not going to finish the level if you run to the left.
That's all we. That's great.
That's topical.
That's topical right there. King Dead 42, appreciate your super chat on YouTube. Just to let you know, for the spoof and goof team, just declared Jack equals spoof, Marty equals goof.
Yeah. I don't know what the difference are between them. They rhyme, so I like saying them both together.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a spoof is like a... Is a spoof verbal, and a goof, like, needs, No, that can't be it.
I do not know. In my a spoof. See, I think it's the other way around. I think a spoof is the cleverer of the jokes, and a goof is the more simple of the jokes. So I think I would be the goof, and Marty would be the spoof, because I feel like Marty is smarter than I am.
I feel bad for you. Oh no.
You are able to better construct sentences and paragraphs than I am.
Don't put me on that pedestal. Oh no. Oh no. We're not long.
That's all. That's it. That's all I got. So, you know, but I think I'm comfortable. Oh my God. Oh, what is happening?
Oh, so this whole game, you go from island to island. So you got the first trip to an island, you get shot there on a cannon.
Gotcha. Great. You did it. Then you did it. Sir George Lucas over in Twitch says, let me ask you this. Has Jack gotten over his deep, irrational hatred for the Mario movie? Norm of the North sucks, by the way.
Who's Norm of the North?
I have no idea what Norm of the North is.
Like Nanook of the North? That was like an old, like one of the first movies ever. It was like about a Nanook tribe.
The first documentary.
Oh, look at that! So Johnny History over here. I don't know why. Why I did that. I just brought it up. I don't know why I like threw you under the bus there.
But it was what was it called? Yeah, Nanook of the North.
Yeah.
But it also was found out that it was like mostly fabricated.
Oh,
It was
no.
mostly the filmmaker, like making bullshit up.
Just filmed in his backyard. It was like
Yeah,
Nanook
yeah.
of South Dakota.
Well, like modern reality television, like basically it was the cameraman going, "Okay, do this now."
Yeah.
As you see, the wild Nanook of the North. What was I looking up now? Fuck. Oh, Norm of the North.
Norm of the
What is Norm of the North?
I don't know. I'm thinking Norm Macdonald.
Oh, it's like looks like a shitty animated polar bear.
It's a
movie.
Rob
Yeah, that
Schneider animated movie with a stupid bear. Don't watch it, says George Lucas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna watch
that
anything
looks
with Rob Schneider.
stupid.
I'm gonna steer
That
clear
looks
from Rob
stu-
Schneider. Except
looks
Home
real
Alone 2
stupid.
Lost in New York. I'm gonna watch that with Rob Schneider. That's for sure. He plays the
Minimal-
bellhop and or concierge.
Yeah. As long as the Rob Schneider is kept to the bare minimum, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I don't know what the most Schneider I like in a movie is.
I think once you hit like over 15%, that's too much Schneider.
Yeah, I don't think I like any Rob Schneider. I'm not that he's like a lead in a lot of movies, but I didn't like
Right.
the Goose Bigelow's.
Right. Or The Animal,
Oh my god, I forgot about the animal. That wasn't a good one either.
or Sorority Girls.
Also
or
not a good one. I'm gonna be honest, he might be bad.
Yeah. No, he's bad. He is a bad person. I know people who have worked with him and have told bad stories of working with him. It's fucking Schneider. But no, my hatred for the Mario movie is not irrational. It is an incredibly bad story. It is a movie for babies, and animated movies don't need to be movies for babies. They can have stories to them that aren't, hey, look over here, hey, look over here, hey, we're here now, hey.
Just dangling keys in front of you.
It's just dangling keys. The Mario movie is nothing but a series of dangling keys, and by the way, it looks gorgeous. It looks absolutely
It does.
gorgeous.
It does. It's got a whole Donkey Kong in it.
Yeah, but no, it's stupid. It's stupid, and it's a bad story. That's it. So I don't apologize, and other.
I'm mostly, I think it's such a bummer that movie made, I mean, it's fine that it made like $1 billion, but
Yeah.
it came out right around the same time as the Dungeons & Dragons movie, which I thought was really good, and it made no money. And so
Yeah.
Mario should have given some of its money to Dungeons & Dragons.
I think it's only fair that Mario should have given some of the box office to Dungeons and Dragons.
Because Mario stole dungeon, but Mario, like, Bowser's Castle is a dungeon with a dragon in it. They just stole that.
Right.
Miyamoto
They just
is
stole
a
it.
fucking thief.
If you think about it,
Not an original bone
Miyamoto's
in his
a
body.
goddamn
He's got the
thief.
same bones the rest of us have. None of them original.
Oh, that's right. The funny, and I know like it's part of my circle of like Dungeons and Dragons in general, but like it's funny how often people will be like, man, you know, Dungeons and Dragons is like free on Prime, so I had it on in the background the other day. What a great movie! Why did this get lost to time or whatever? It's just like people like keep discovering how good of a movie it is.
Yeah.
Who's talking about the Mario movie?
You know what? A bunch of fucking literal babies. The Rugrats
Literal
from
babies.
Rugrats. Tommy,
Yeah.
Chucky, Phil, and Lil.
Yeah.
That's who's talking about.
Yeah. We having deep people finding the Mario movie. Oh man, what a gem. Fuck.
Fuck out of here.
Get out of here.
Did you see there was a news story that said Nintendo and Universal have confirmed that the Zelda movie will be out before 2030. I'm like, why is this a news story? Like, what? That's so far away. Like, why would you say that? I assume if you announce something it's going to be out before 2030, that just seems like a long time from now.
That's just one of those classic, like their stock price started to dip a little bit.
We got to mention something. Announce
and so,
another Star
like,
Wars
something-
movie.
Yeah,
That's
something
never
just
gonna get
needs
made.
to be in the news. So because everyone knows that like your board of directors are like deer in the woods.
Oh, absolutely.
And they get
Yeah.
frightened. They get frightened so easily. So every once in a while.
That happens so. I feel like so often they're like, we're doing a Game of Thrones sequel that's about Jon Snow Beyond the Wall, and then they talk to Kit Harington. He's like, I don't know. They never asked me about anything, and the show never exists. But like everyone gets excited for a little bit.
Exactly.
we're
So
all
that
dumb.
they can. So that they can, basically, news stories like that are female deer urine that hunters will spray to keep enticing the scared deer back.
Yeah.
So every time something like that happens, just smell deer urine.
Oh, do you have to use female? Because I've been like just dousing myself in male deer urine every night to know it.
You'll get some deer, but not as many as you would think. Yeah. Anyway, that was probably the most Wisconsin metaphor I ever could have made. We're big. We hunt a lot of deer here. So, again, I do not apologize. Let's see here. Over in Twitch, Mo the Mo says Rob Schneider paid for my middle school band program, which is something redeeming. Great.
Are we gonna get like a context for that, or is that just?
No, just that, I guess. I mean, good.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah. My only counter to that is a lot of times rich assholes do charity work for tax write-offs, and that doesn't make them any less of an asshole. But at least you got your band program paid for, and so I think that's a good thing. That's very nice. That's a good nice. Just sticking on this topic now because I see the highlighted message. Jack, if you don't like the animated Mario movie, what's your take on live-action Mario movies? S tier or S tier? I mean, obviously it's a bad movie. We're not gonna even joke. I like a lot of bad movies. I think that Mario movie is interesting. That Mario movie took a swing.
Yeah.
Therefore, we are all still digging for more information on that movie. Like, isn't there like a documentary that's always floating around that's never finished?
Yeah, because like the couple behind it are just like they were just kind of nuts. Like the movie's insane. Like it is a genuinely weird movie that was so ostensibly avant-garde that Nintendo was like, we can't let anyone ever make a movie of our things again. And they did for like 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah, and so like there keeps resurfacing like behind the scenes footage, interview with the actors, interview with people on set, but like they keep getting sued and shut down, and so in the world somewhere is this weirdo documentary. But again, at least it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's something. It's not as horrifically bland as the animated Mario movie, which made $1 billion trillion.
I like that Yoshi just looks like a small dinosaur from Jurassic Park. He just looks like a little velociraptor.
Just a horrible little creature.
Yeah.
Just god awful. And Toad is a horrible giant creature.
It's really a mess. I don't like it at all.
But open the door, get on the floor, everybody walk the dinosaur. If you think about it. Couldn't we all just think about it?
All I'm doing right now is thinking about it. And a couple folks. So I've already. There's a lot of story in the opening of the game, and I played a couple of hours of it last night.
Okay.
So the story doesn't matter. Just a bunch of plugs. A bunch of plugs are in trouble. What do you think the story's about?
It's a Mario game.
Even
the Mario RPGs, the story's not the most important.
It's
just
fine.
skip past it.
Yeah, just hang out with the plugs.
Just hang out with this. Just beat up them onions. Like, I almost want to say shallots.
Ooh, that's a good word.
Right?
That's just a good word in general, but I think that's what these are, shallots.
Yeah. Could be a shallot. Lunch, Mike. Thanks for the super chat on YouTube. Marty, any thoughts on Death Stranding getting a surprise Xbox Shadow drop? I feel like Kojima knew we needed a win.
Kojumbo. The news today. So today, I believe, is the 5th anniversary of Death Stranding, and the news came out that they bought the IP from Sony. So like they are officially the owners of their own game. And on that 5th anniversary, they ended up releasing it on Xbox. And so they kind of said that going forward, they want like their games to be just available in as many places as possible, which I think is good. It made sense
Nice.
as like they started up after leaving Konami and needed some money from Sony to found the studio and to do that first game. But yeah, I'm a fan of everyone being able to play things.
I'm a fan of creators getting kind of say in where their work is distributed. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
That's
and
great.
owning your art, I think, is
Yes.
as you very well know from the past year, that owning something that you've shed blood, sweat, and tears on is a big deal.
It's a huge deal, and so like I think great. Obviously, like I have. Death Stranding to me is much like the original Mario movie. It's more interesting than good, in my opinion. But, again, I think it's great that they get to own their art. Fascinating video game, that Death Stranding.
Yeah,
I think it's bad.
so
I'm sure it is bad, but it is so fascinating.
I think it might be the greatest game ever made, and I don't even mean that as a joke. I just think it literally might be the greatest game ever made. I think Kojima
something.
created the world's first Strand-like, and all we need
Yeah.
now is a Strand. You know what we're doing in this game? First off, what are we doing here? What am I doing here? Every time I hit B,
You're getting Brothership.
that unlocked something in me. The Brothership unlocked something deep inside of me. But you're gonna.
Were you getting plugged?
I was getting absolutely connected. I don't want to spoil anything. This game might be a Strand-like. Listen,
What?
Kojima's. We know Elden Ring's a Strand-like. Kojima has
Wait a
created
minute.
everything's a Strand-like. This game
Why
is
is
a
Elden Ring a-
Strand-like. You're gonna see.
How?
about
Tell me,
connected.
how is it?
We're connecting societies.
Ooh, nice.
Connected.
Why is Elden Ring a strand?
I haven't thought of that far yet. Ask me later. I'll think of something later.
Son of a bitch.
So, fuck, he got me. I didn't think he was going to ask a follow-up question. Thought I had him.
Far less than too many frogs says electrocution is death. So earlier, Marty, when you said when's the last time you've been electrocuted, that is grammatically incorrect. We just got shocked.
Right-click and ban him from chat. I don't know who that is. They're gone. They're gone. You know what you're doing? You're committing mutiny on the Brothership.
How dare you?
dare you?
Actually us.
It is Friday evening. We could be bowling. We could be getting our lanes on, and we're not right now.
Yeah, we could be. If you think about
When
it.
was the last time you bowled? When was the last time you bowled? When was the last time you bowled? Think about it.
Right? That's all we're asking you to do is think about it.
This is a
I could be
marketplace of
playing
ideas.
Dark Souls 2. And we are here instead, brother shipping.
I could be
Bowl-
playing
wait.
Brothership on a more comfortable couch.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Let's see here. Ugly, stupid loser.
Whoa,
Thanks
whoa,
for the
whoa. Okay,
thumbs
that's
up.
a step too far. I said ban him. You don't need to call him an ugly, stupid loser.
I was talking about your couch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, pew, 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 pew.
Fucking roasted. I do hate one of my couches. Like, I hate it, and it is so heavy, and I want to get a new one, but, like, none of the places I go to will take it. I'm like, if you deliver a new one, will you take the old one? They're like, no. And I'm like, someone needs to get this fucker out of my house. I should probably just call someone.
You can just call someone. Like, they have junk removal services.
Yeah. Again,
You
that's the
can
whole
just call
thing of, like,
someone-
I know what I need to do. I'm just not
Yeah.
going to do it. That's my problem.
Like, if you know anyone with a large enough vehicle, like, you can pay them in, beer and pizza usually, and they will help take
you know what else I could pay
take it to
them
the dump.
I could pay
What?
them in money.
You could pay them in money, and then, like, it's just one trip to the dump. and then
Unmarked,
you're done.
untraceable bills.
Wait, I mean, they can be marked. They should be marked, at least with the amount of currency that is on each bill.
You know what? For me, the action is the juice. That was Heat. You ever see Heat? Tom Sizemore? They robbed the whole goddamn bank in L.A. Heat's great, by the way. I don't know.
Heat
Heat?
Heat is fucking great.
So good.
Heat is some of the best Heat is never talked about when action movies are talked about, but it's some of the best fucking action you will ever see. You know why? Tension.
Tension's important. We don't get enough
Tension.
tension now.
The build and release of tension is quite literally the foundation of all entertainment, and Heat nails it. Heat hits that nail right on the head.
See? You guys didn't realize you were getting a little film 101 lesson.
Boom. Not just film.
What if we stop
all
playing this game and
entertainment.
we just watch some Heat?
We have, like, everybody should know that you can support us on Patreon. And if you are a Phoenix tier supporter, we do a monthly movie night in which we watch a movie all together and spoof and goof over it. We could just watch Heat and not spoof and goof it, just watch Heat.
Everyone watch Heat in silence.
Just, like, that's our movie night for November, is just watching Heat
Respectful
in silence.
movie night.
Like, we watched The Thing for October, and I think a lot of it was respectfully
It was
watching
respectful,
The Thing.
yeah. Whereas, like, Dick Tracy and Equilibrium, I don't think we need
Yeah.
to be respectful during those. Borderlands definitely didn't need to be respectful during Borderlands. Even Lionsgate, they just had, like,
Yeah.
an investors call, and they were like, yeah, nothing went well from top to bottom. From the moment that movie was announced, nothing went well.
Our bad.
Yeah.
That was their investor call.
Whoopsie.
Yeah. But yeah, Heat is great. If you can, everybody, watch Heat.
Watch
It's
Heat. Get some
fucking
Heat on.
great. Like Tom Sizemore once said, "The heat is on. The heat is on."
The theme song of Heat.
Who is that singer? That's not Tom Sizemore.
Tom Sizemore is in Heat. He's just an actor
Yeah,
in Heat.
Like Val Kilmer once said, "The heat is on."
That song was probably in unironically in Top Gun, so that kind of works. Val
Is
Kilmer
that the same guy? Is Highway to the Danger Zone the same guy that does The Heat is
Kenny
on?
Loggins?
Kenny Loggins?
Could be. The Loggins
Is it Kenny
industry.
Loggins?
Yeah.
The heat is on. They're saying Glenn Frey.
Oh no, of the Frey household from Game of Thrones? That committed the Red
Apparently.
Wedding? The North
Apparently,
remembers. Slit that man's throat.
Eee.
Probably not Glenn
And he
Frey.
gave him bread and salt even. Oh, the salt is bread. Do, 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 do. The salt
killed
is
your
bread.
mom.
Do, do, do.
Remember when Game of Thrones was just like fucking throwing heaters every week? Every week you just watch and you'd be like, what are these fools getting up to? And they'd get up to so much trouble. It was great. I need another show where every week the characters are getting up to trouble. We don't
Yeah.
have enough of those.
That's fair. That's fair. The nice thing about it, like I was kind of hit or miss with it. Luckily, I was watching it with someone who had also read the book, so a lot of it got explained to me.
Yeah.
Because I think it needed to be explained to me. Like, why is that important? Who is that person? Wait, why are
I
they
don't
mad
remember
at
this
each
thing
other?
from several years ago.
Not just that, like, did they ever set this up? No, they didn't set this up. It's in the book. But it was nice to have a bit of a cultural zeitgeisty moment where it's just like everyone knew about Game of Thrones, right? That was nice.
We just don't get those. Like, we had the fucking Tiger King. But that was just because everyone was
right.
sad during the pandemic. They didn't know what to do.
Yeah. Well, we laughed at Tiger King. It was great.
Yeah.
At least we're not that idiot. Dang! Look at that idiot.
Look at him! He's going to jail!
Look at him. What an idiot. Where are we? Kari Pantsu. Thank you for the YouTube super chat. Catching a stream with used twos. What a treat. Have some dollary dues. Also, Marty, how about a hint for the next archive vid?
It is Peter Jackson's King Kong, the movie, the game for the Xbox 360 by Ubisoft Montpellier. That's my hint.
Could be anything.
See if see if you can crack that nut. See if you can figure that out. I don't know what my one after that is though.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah,
I probably should have came up with like a little riddle of some sort.
Ooh.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
feature film was a follow-up to an Oscar winner. I didn't have that in me. I used to host trivia. I'm not going to give you trivia questions unless you pay me.
Boom.
Think about it.
Think about it. James Morgan says, Jack, you considered being a Spider-Man villain? I could do it. Is all I'm saying. Call me up, Marvel Sony. Call me up. I'm here. I'm here.
Car iPads says, well, I know what Marty is saying, but maybe someone should explain it for everyone else.
No, like Google is your friend. You can figure it out. We believe in you. We believe in you. Sir George Lucas, have you learned to embrace our true savior, Slitterhead? In honor of that weirdo game, do you know any solid possession movies?
Do you know what Slitterhead is, first off?
I do. I know that it is a game that Jesse has been talking about a lot recently.
Although I shamed him on our launch day stream because you guys had a chance to play Slitterhead in Seattle.
Did we?
Didn't. And because people were asking, they said, Marty's the second wind's number one Slitterhead. Who's the number two? And I said, I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but none of those fuckers who went to Seattle because you all ignored the Slitterhead.
Oh.
The game is great. The game is, it's not a good game, but I am having such a good time with it.
Nice.
Yeah, it has levels. Remember when games had levels?
Yeah.
Just a fucking level. Not an open world. You just click. You're just in a level.
That's beautiful. That sounds beautiful.
It's not great when my biggest praise of a game is it's got levels. No, the game's great. It's great.
It's great, but not good.
No, it's great. Yeah, but it's not good. It's great.
Yeah. No, I understand. Again, interesting. Sometimes that's all we're looking for is like engage me in some way.
Yeah.
Have a new idea. Well, I was just talking about this with someone else recently. Like, I think I'm worried, Marty, that the internet has ruined us.
Oh no.
Yeah, like all of us in general. Like, what's the most recent new musical genre you can think of?
Spook House.
Spook House.
Is that real?
Is that where you make dance club music with Halloween sounds?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was like trap.
Sure.
Maybe. But even all of those are like evolutions of the things that came before it. Yeah, I don't know, like vaporwave.
Ooh, maybe vaporwave. Okay.
Vaporwave. But yeah, we don't get new things anymore.
Well, again, going back to like cultural zeitgeist and stuff like that, where it's like, I was talking with someone about like kind of the recognizable things from older decades, right? The 70s, the 80s, the 60s, flower power, 70s disco, 80s was, the rise of proto-punk but also hair metal, right? The 90s was all Nirvana and grunge, but also alternative music. And it's like, what were the aughts? What were the 2010s?
Remember that Chingy song, "The Holiday Inn"? With
No, I don't.
Well, it was Chingy core, I would say. You don't remember Holiday Inn?
That is not.
What you doing?
Chingy core is not a real thing.
What you doing? Nothing chilling at the Holiday Inn. You don't remember that?
What?
Yeah, it was a song about it was a rap about excess and everything. But the excess was that I have a room at the Holiday Inn, which doesn't seem that excessive. My family would stay at the Holiday Inn.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. So this might just be Jack being an old man, and things aren't how they used to be in my day, which is, by the way, a very big possibility. Mm-hmm. But I was having a hard time thinking of even early 2000s was okay, that was emo, emo music and techno heavy. I would say the early aughts, but I don't know.
Skibbity toilet core. Is that the
Skibbity toilet core.
Yeah. Fucking skibbity toilet.
That was me flushing rhythmically. Great. Blue Mage says, doorstep it, Marty. I don't know what that means.
Oh, this might have been a while ago. Maybe I should have, in order to solve some sort of a situation, I needed to doorstep it.
Oh,
what do you think of The Doors? The band The Doors, Jim Morrison, those other barbiturate doers?
I have been yelled at because the only Doors song I like is apparently the song that no other Doors fans like. So I have been yelled at before about my lack of respect for the Doors.
No respect. My lack.
Because the song that I really like from the Doors is what's the like Touch Me, like come on touch me.
That song's great. Who didn't like that song?
Yeah, it's great. Apparently real Doors fans don't like that song, and so I got yelled at, and I was like, they're like, but what about these other Doors songs? I was like, I don't give a fuck.
You know what I say about them? Open doors and hit him on the ass on the way out. Am I right?
They can't. He's dead.
Oh no. Well, possibly. We don't know he's dead.
What?
He is posited to be alive in. I can't believe how many times I've missed this joke. He's posited to be alive in Death Becomes Her. They cut to him really quick in the audience at the party of like all the people who are still alive. Like Elvis is one of them, and they very quickly cut to Jim Morrison as well. So, in the documentary Death Becomes Her, he's still alive. As much of a documentary as Nanook the North.
The beautiful and wonderful and underappreciated documentary of Death Becomes Her. Absolutely.
What the fuck is this guy?
Lampy, what? I miss bits. We've talked about this before. Bits are really hard to see in Twitch chat. Oh, okay, I see. Yes, Jack equals Hachi and Marty equals Machi.
Ooh.
Hachi Machi has, because of you, it now like sprouts up in everyday conversation for me, and I do not like it.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
It's a great one, and it's so apropos sometimes. But like I say it, and then like everyone looks at me like,
why are you talking like that?
But it makes so much sense. Hachi Machi. It's great. You know what? It's great. Wait, says Boone Army Cadet. How many different definitions does Marty have for the word heater? I don't know.
Yeah, I refer to, I guess 3. Like a space heater. Throwing a fastball is a heater.
Yeah.
And then like smoking a dart, a heater.
Oh, okay.
Smoking some heaters underneath the bleachers. Yeah. I don't know why you have to be underneath the bleachers, but that just paints like a very vivid picture in my mind.
Absolutely. Like you're doing something wrong, but so right.
You know it's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cigarettes. They're pretty cool. That's an official second win stance. Probably can't do that, right? Probably can't endorse cigarettes. That seems bad.
We 100% cannot endorse cigarettes. I was talking to a friend of mine who has relatively recently quit smoking cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
Like he quit smoking cigarettes like maybe a year-ish ago.
Okay.
And we were chatting about it the other day because I used to be a pack-a-day smoker, like way back in the day. For maybe a good 2 solid years, I was a pack-a-day smoker. Loved every second of it. And that's what we were talking about, is kind of just like loving smoking cigarettes. And even though it's probably been 15, 18 years since I've had a cigarette, it was great. Like smoking cigarettes, when it was part of your routine, it was just like, oh yeah, I'm on a long drive. I got a cigarette and ice cold Coca-Cola, and that's my breakfast this morning.
Genuinely therapeutic. A smoke break from work. Oh.
Motherfucker, it was the goddamn best. Yeah.
We used to be,
and I'm very happy that I'm not a smoker anymore.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's extremely bad for you. Several people I know have gotten cancer because of cigarettes.
Yeah. Even
doesn't make them any less cool. Doesn't make them any less cool though. Because God, did they look cool.
No, and you know, it's like nicotine is a real drug, but then there's also that kind of like muscle memory element to it. Yeah. And so we were having that conversation where he's like, a year off of cigarettes, and he's just like, does that feeling of wanting a cigarette ever go away? And I'm just like, no, it never does. Yep. And I'm sorry. Because it's felt great.
Yeah, I did when I was rewatching Mad Men earlier in the year. Every scene, I'm just like, everyone just looks so cool.
Everyone looks so cool.
Having such a good time being sexist and racist,
Right,
and
and
just
just-
like a real
and you
backwards
got
country.
And by the way, how do we start this stream? What do we do with our hands? You never have to worry about what you're doing with your hands when you got a cigarette in it. You know why? Because then you can gesture with the cigarette. You can, take a little break. You can fiddle with your lighter. Oh,
You know what I want to get? I want to get a big old cigarette holder like Cruella de Vil. I don't know what the point of it is. I don't get it, but I want it. I think it's cool.
It's a fashion, baby. That's what the point is.
Did you know if you really think about Cruella de Vil, cool devil?
What?
Yeah. Chat, you can take that back to your movie groups. I don't know what movie groups I'm talking about. Your movie groups.
I will. I was rewatching after we talked about it on the Rewind last week. I was rewatching episodes of Garth Marenghi's Dark Place.
Oh, hell yeah.
Only because I quote that specific line. I know writers who use subtext, and they're all cowards. Cruel devil. Subtext is for cowards. It's great. It's fucking great. Let's see here. Let's see. Sir George Lucas, that's a really fucking weird question. I've been asking every second winter all week if they've ever encountered mold in their homes.
That's true, he has.
That's weird. I mean, it's important, I guess.
Well, it came up because that's like the core premise of Resident Evil 7. It's like instead of zombies, it's like mold monsters. And also, there was a recurring bit on Hidden Gems because Jess Hoops had mold in her place earlier in the year, last year or something like that.
Oh, no.
I don't know how time works. Probably earlier this year. I don't think it was last year.
Probably. I think even yesterday is earlier in the year.
Yeah.
So.
And I believe the mold was behind her bookcase. And I don't want to say this is why you shouldn't read books, but if you didn't read books, you wouldn't have got mold.
No, and it is important to, I guess, check for that. Like every once in a while, like I'll have a little bathroom gunk buildup. Nothing dangerous.
Yeah,
knock on wood.
Knock on wood. I've never had a big mold disaster.
Yeah. So, but you know what? It's good to everyone keep it in mind. Everybody, every once in a while, just take a walk around your basement. Look behind some shit every once in a while. Move your refrigerator every once in a while. Move your refrigerator. You should vacuum under there.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a mess.
Yeah. Every 5 years, give your house or apartment a cleansing fire.
Wait.
Yeah, just cleansing.
Just cleansing, and then light your cigarette on that fire.
Oh, how cool would that be? You could do a heat after that. After that, you could absolutely do a heat.
You could do
a couple pals.
you could do
get
one
together,
heat.
and you guys could do a heat.
Matt Muir says, I just hope Link is silent in the Zelda movie. He won't be.
He won't be.
He won't be. He's going to be voiced by Chris Pratt, and the Dokus will be the minions. It's going to be annoying as shit. It's going to be everything you hate because the Mario movie did so well.
It's not good. No, Jack's being ridiculous. He's gonna be voiced by Timothée Chalamet. Ooh, I missed a great Chalamet joke when you talked about shallots earlier.
Chalamet?
We should call. You know what we call those enemies? Timothy. They're little Chalamets. So everyone rewind the stream and pretend we said that earlier.
You know what? I don't know if that's an onion. I think it's a shallot.
Oh, do you think its name's Timothy?
Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, fucking clip it. Put it on all the social medias.
Fucking clip it. Pretend like we did that live.
Wait, this is live, right? This is live tape.
Oh, you're right.
This big key. Oh, we're doing a big unlocking.
Oh.
I bet using a key that big would feel so good.
But they're not even turning it.
Yeah, it's probably magic at that point.
Like, by the way, this is possibly useful in your everyday life. inserting it is fine, but once you start turning it, that's when the real magic happens.
You didn't think you'd get a little Friday night advice, did you? From Chucklefuck and the Oyster Shucker. That's us. I don't know which one's which.
You stick that oyster knife in and you give it a little toin. Hagoo!
Oysters are great. We did it. We got our first plug.
Oysters?
Yeah. No, we got our first plug in the game. This stream is sponsored by oysters. Not like a specific company, just like oysters, the thing.
That's what you... I thought that was the joke. Is that, you know, like milk, you know, is a commercial just brought to you by dairy farmers.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, this isn't even a brand of milk. This is just milk.
This is just milk.
Yeah.
The concept of oysters has sponsored second one. Reach, welcome to ad-free podcast. We appreciate that support. Let's see here. Sir George Lucas says 2 episodes into Reacher. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed a bit. Bits are hard to see. Jari says smoking bad. Counterpoint.
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 Counterpoint. Maybe smoking good.
Smoking is very bad. Vaping also very bad. Just as bad for you. In fact, some would argue vaping is even worse because you don't think it's bad and you're also endangering the people around you with secondhand vape. Yeah. There are still particulates in that will fuck you up. Vaping, very bad. Don't do it.
And doesn't look nearly as cool. So it doesn't even have the cool factor to it.
No, you're giving a robot a BJ. That ain't cool.
Well,
yeah.
Hold on a second.
What?
You might be turning me on to this. Not turning me on. Jesus. Turning me. Nope. I'm just going to the next thing. We're just going to go on to the next one. I meant you were like, oh, maybe I've come around to the idea, and that was gonna be the joke. But then I didn't think of the next thing. Oh no! Oh, no.
This is why we usually don't stream so late at night. By the way, no. Apparently we get a little punchy.
I start giving you my deepest, darkest secrets about me and robots. I've been watching a lot of Terminator lately, and I don't know what's going on with those Terminators. I don't think they're hogging down, are they?
I don't know. They've made flesh suits for a reason, is all I'm saying.
They never show their genitals. They always show their butts, though.
A lot of butts.
And it's assumed the Arnold robot has like a bunch of junk because like when he goes into that bar at the beginning of Terminator 2, everyone looks down and they're like, they like approve of his wang.
Absolutely. Which doesn't necessarily make sense because I believe in the lore of Terminator, the only reason why the robot is covered in flesh is because you need the meat covering in order to travel back in time.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that was
it's almost like a shell, like a meat shell, because non-organic material can't travel back in time. That's why they're all naked.
That's why I have the clothes and everything. They can't bring guns.
Yeah. And so, like, a robot wouldn't... maybe they thought ahead to be like, oh, he might need to blend in, but...
Yeah.
Interesting. Terminator Wang. Sir George Lucas says 2 episodes into Reacher. I'm not familiar with Alan Richson, but he is great as Beefcake Columbo. The show also has Willa Fitzgerald from Strange Darling.
Oh yeah, that's right. She's the main, one of the 2 main characters of Strange Darling. She's great.
Oh, great.
Yeah, Beefcake Columbo. I don't think he's been in a ton of stuff. He was in that one Blue Mountain High show that Nick always talks about.
Okay.
And then I think Reacher is like what has sort of like made him blow up. Seems like he'd be a good action star. Like put him in some action movies. Do they make action movies anymore?
They do. He was in a relatively mid-action movie recently. He was in Guy Ritchie's The Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Sure, Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, something like that. Yeah.
Yes. which was like the Costco brand Inglorious Bastards. Yeah. Not like which had him and Henry Cavill, and neither of their charisma could save that bland movie.
Guy Ritchie just makes so many. I feel like every year, like fucking 2 Guy Ritchie movies come out, and I'm like, why are you making so many movies, Guy Ritchie?
And like his movies used to be a big deal. He used to have like a style and a flair and a personality.
Oh,
and
like
he is
Lock, Stock, and Snatch are like real deals.
Fuck.
Yeah.
He has lost all of his edge, and it's too bad.
Yeah.
It's too bad, really. But yes, Alan Ritchson is wonderful. I think it's got to be hard to be a big actor, like
Sure.
an actor who is known for their size, and he somehow like really makes it work through pure charm and charisma.
Yeah, it's interesting. I've been watching, or just randomly came across recent interviews with Dave Bautista, the former wrestler, now actor, who's trimmed down quite a bit because he's not a professional wrestler and he's like in his 50s now. And he was saying like, yeah, like there were just roles that I couldn't get because I was just too big, and so they're like, oh, if you can't have you doing this role. Like, it just would look weird if you're like too. I feel like in the 90s that wasn't a problem though. Like, Jingle All the Way would be like, hey, you're kind of like a dipshit dad. Who should we cast? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
But by the way, it only worked for Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's true. Yeah.
Literally, no other action star could get those roles because of how charming that man is.
Yeah.
Right.
So good.
So good. And so, like, no offense to Dave Bautista, who I think is a phenomenal actor, he's not that charming.
No one's got that Arnie charm.
No one's got that Arnie charm. Czar Arthur says Marty wants to know like what conventions you like and if you've ever gone to SawCon.
I've never been to SawCon. I know
it's no fun. Yeah, it's no fun when you know where this is going.
I know where this is going. How could you imagine if I would have been excited and I would have told you about my favorite conventions and then you just said SawCon D's nuts? How that would have ruined my Friday, thus ruining my Saturday, and oh my god, it's already Sunday? That's just the weekend gone. We have a finite amount of those left in our lives.
I'm sorry, Czar Arthur. I think I played that pretty straight, but Marty.
No, I'm pretty sure SawCon that's come up on streams before. Possibly by you, Czar Arthur.
Probably.
You know what they say? Fool me once. Well, you're lying because no one has ever fooled me.
Sorry, Czar Arthur. That's the best I could do. Jamnog says some gibberish nonsense and then just testing. So that's a lot of gibberish nonsense. So,
great test, though.
There you go. Great test. Wonderful. You did it. Hopefully you did it. Yeah. Let's see here. Finn Bartow subscribed with Prime. They've subscribed for 2 months. Middle of the night shift here in Ireland. Delighted to catch a stream as a silver lining. Thank you. Appreciate that.
And welcome to all of our friends on the Emerald Isle, like Darren.
Yes.
Snake in the Garden.
Yeah.
Others.
Finn Bartow.
Finn Bartow.
Barry
Keown. Killian Murphy. Brendan Gleeson.
All of them.
Colin Farrell.
Friends.
All friends of the show.
Friends of the show. All of them are friends of the show. So there you go. Let's see here. Keeper Days says maybe they were looking down because Arnie Terminator was like a Ken doll down there. Very possible, but I feel like they would have mentioned that.
Yeah,
like,
especially if they went into a biker bar in like the 90s, there would have been like some homophobia or something.
Yeah. Where's your wang, boy?
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't got no dicker balls.
They bring it up.
They
bring it up in Dogma right away when Alan Richardson. Yeah. Alan Rickman? I said Alan Richardson.
Rickman.
Alan Richardson.
He did.
What if they just swapped roles? Alan Rickman in as Beefy Columbo, and then Alan Richardson as the Metatron.
I would love both of them in either of those roles. Yes, I think they're very different performances,
Sure.
but I would love that. Yeah.
Also, if Alan Richardson was in Die Hard 1, John McClane would just die. he would just kill him. He would just kill him, and the terrorists would win. Yeah.
A very different movie, but again, I would watch that. That'd be great. That would be great. Storm Templar subscribed at tier 1. They've subscribed for 10 months. Currently on a 10-month streak. Jack, what's with this betrayal streaming night as Movie Dix is about to start? Oh, Storm Templar, I'm so sorry. Movie Dix, it was about to start. I apologize. This is when we could stream. We wanted to stream the Brothership. I'm a we haven't talked about the game almost at all.
No.
I'm a huge fan of these types of games, like Bowser's Inside Story was wonderful, I felt.
Yeah.
The Mario Luigi series of like kind of light RPGs where they have a bigger emphasis on button timing for attacks and defense.
Yeah, they kind of keep your brain, they're not like so heavy that you need to fully concentrate, but there's just enough going on in the battles that you can't like completely turn your brain off.
Yeah. So I've heard some very middling things about this game, but I'm hoping that it comes out the other end good, because I'd like another light one to play.
I like this thing.
The lady with the big green thing on her head is because it's not her hair, because she also has hair, and I don't know what it is, and I don't like it.
The hair looks like like a leaf, though.
Yeah, I'm just assuming that's
Her
like
name's
stand-in
Wilma.
for hair.
You run into any Wilmas?
No. Wilma is, I think, another name much like Mario and Luigi that you just can't name kids Wilma anymore. Still from the Flintstones.
Oh, I got one for you. Wilma Valderrama. That 70s show. Played Fez.
Played Fez. Yeah. There you go. Anixia
Nixie already
says
read this
we
one,
need.
Sorry. No, sorry. Read the chat. I just apologize because I looked over at chat and read this, and I'm sorry. I should have lied. I should have lied. You can't lie to the tykes. There's so many tykes watching us now. You still there? I got worried. I was like, am I alone? No, because I have chats open, and so like while I'm just jamming through, I'll look over at chat and be like, did anyone make any good jokes?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm gonna be honest, none of you make good jokes yet. So
they are giving us really great information, though.
Great
like
information.
Glenn Frey is saying the heat is on. That's how far back I am in the chat. The heat is on. Anexia says we need Bubba Hotep for movie night one day.
Oh, sorry.
Which one did you think?
The most recent Anixia. To you, I sound fucking insane right now, Jack.
You
Sorry.
You sound insane to me, Marty.
The most recent super chat is from Anixia, and me apologizing and cutting you off because I already read it will make sense once you get to that super chat. As of right now, I feel bad. Because I feel like you were like, Marty's being really rude, and I'm just going to roll through it.
Well, I was waiting for the bit because it sounded like a bit, and I was like, oh, okay, what's the punchline to this? But I've already read it. I'm sorry. And it's like...
You're like, okay, well, we're going to read it out. This is like... There's a group here, Marty. Like, I feel bad. You'll get it. When you get to that one, everything will make sense. It comes together in the last act.
Great. Just like Arrival. Everyone should watch Arrival.
Oh my god. What an ending. Holy shit.
Fucking love Arrival. Denis Villeneuve. What a man. And Bubba Hotep is a movie it's fine. it's all premise, and it's a fine premise, and of course, like everyone loves Bruce Campbell, but
Yeah.
it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. I wasn't. I saw it once. I enjoy it. To me, it kind of falls into that like Snakes on a Plane category of it is exactly what it is in a one. Like if you just read a one sheet of the movie, you kind of get everything you need from it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Where am I going?
What are you doing, and where are you going?
What am I doing and where am I going? I'm trying to read
Agreed.
fucking sea currents. Guess who doesn't know about sea currents? This guy. Yeah, in order to get
You have to
there's
read
some minor
sea currents?
sea currents action in the game, where you need to like put your brothership in different routes so that you get within viewing distance of islands, and then you can fire. You can fire your cannon to the islands.
The cannon. You fire your U cannon.
Yeah, you cannon.
The U cannon.
YouTube has started to make. Has joined the military-industrial complex, so if you can, yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised it took him this long.
Yeah.
That's fair. Pure Pyro says Bugsy Malone for Phoenix Tier movie night. Bugsy Malone. What's
We already
that?
did Dick Tracy. We can't do another movie like that, can we?
Right?
Is that legal?
1976 musical family film Bugsy Malone, starring Jodie Foster as Tallulah. This is a real thing.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because it's Tallulah.
I love a Tallulah.
Scott Baio as Bugsy. And featuring Flo Nancaro as Blousey.
Blousey?
Blousey. Yep. That's all I know. Great. Nah, probably not, but we'll see. Anything's possible. Anything is possible. Where are we? We are here. Sir George Lucas, Terminator turns 40. Shawshank turns 30. Forrest Gump turns 30. Lots of HBDs. When did things go so wrong with Sir Robert Zemeckis?
Don't worry, everything's gonna be fine now that Here is here. Here is released.
I'm pretty sure Here is gone already. Here is gone.
Here has left theaters. You know what I'm unreasonably mad at? That the new Clint Eastwood movie is not playing in the state of Wisconsin.
Is that true?
It's this is some Zaslav nonsense. They released it in 50 theaters across the U.S. and it's only gonna be in theaters for 2 weeks, and then it's gonna be on like VOD. And I'm like, Clint Eastwood is fucking 90. Put his movie in theaters and let me go see it.
This is probably his last feature film that he is going to direct. So they're doing that just for Oscar consideration, I assume?
I think they're doing it because Zaslav's fucking nuts. He's probably like Clint Eastwood probably said something he didn't like. Or he like took like the last chicken salad sandwich or something, and Zaslav's like fucking throw the movie in the bin.
Throw the movie in the VOD bin.
Yeah.
There is a archaic rule as far as like how many theaters your movie must play in and how long it must play to be considered for the Oscars.
Yeah,
so
that's why like
maybe?
Netflix will like put their movies in for like a week or something.
Yes, yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Went so wrong with Robert Zemeckis? The man made some brilliant movies, and then he got tapped out. So I'm okay with that because you know what? He made some brilliant movies.
Yeah, I mean, even geniuses some geniuses only have a finite amount of really good ideas.
Right?
And his really good ideas were really good.
Like think about other geniuses like Hootie and the Blowfish. They had like one really great album, right? And then everything else they put out was pretty mediocre.
You use the G word about Hootie?
Hold my hand. You want to hold my hand now?
The hook brings you back.
That is Blues Travelers. That is a different band. That is John
That's just
Popper.
a palette swap. That's just fucking Fox McCloud and Falco Lombardi.
I think you mean, if you want to come in, baby, just hold my hand now.
Wait a minute, is that Spin Doctors?
Zip-a-doo.
There are a lot of bands that were exactly the same. That's wild. I like how we were just like, man, the 90s used to have such culture. We just named all this slop that sounded the same.
there's going to be slop that sounds the same, I think, in any generation. But
And I like
you know,
that
like
slop.
if you think of not, I think obviously like grunge has like taken up the largest chunk of the zeitgeist.
Sure.
Only just because it killed off the 80s. Like, and like, I don't think the grunge phase lasted as long as any of us think it did.
No. But it just
But
as soon
it was
as it
the one
arrived, it
holding
was
the
like
knife.
the 80s are over. Yeah.
Yes, this is what kills the last generation. So, you know, you're welcome, I guess.
Yeah.
You're welcome, I guess. A Wild Josh says, gotta say, Jack and Marty are a winning combination, regardless of what game is being played. Stay classy, fellas.
Thanks, Josh.
We will try.
I got hit by a lizard tongue as you said that, and I felt bad. There's a Pokemon that looks like this lizard. No, I think I'm just thinking of lizards, actually. Never mind.
I'm sure there's a Pokemon that looks. This is very Pokemon front facing. All the little creatures.
All the little critters,
The fact that like everyone the plug puns, the electricity puns, that's very Pokemon.
Yeah. I
think there were some
good and not bad.
cross pollination. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah. But what if it
Oh
was
wait,
good?
no, is the next one's gonna be a Legends again, right?
Yeah, the
They're
next
making
one
a new
released next
Legends?
year is Legends in like Paris. I think like
I liked the last Legends. I liked Arceus.
you did.
Arceus.
You were a big old Arceus fan.
I liked it. I
like jumping on dogs and climbing up mountains and stuff.
It was great. You know what? It was fresh enough. It was the thing I was looking for.
Yep.
I was there for it. Yeah. So never mind. I'm down for the next Legends Pokemon game. I think that's gonna be
There
fun.
you go.
Hopefully they learned some lessons.
Oh, they didn't.
Fuck.
I regret to inform you, they did not.
Hey,
No, but
they
they've
did
taken
not-
some years off. Next mainline Pokemon game, I've already said it's going to be incredible because it's going to be the 30th anniversary. They've taken several years off. It's going to release on the new Switch for the 30th anniversary.
Shit.
Nothing's ever gone
That's
wrong.
great.
Nothing could have.
Nothing has ever gone wrong or ever will go wrong
Again.
Ever
World
again.
peace. Thanks, Pokemon Company.
Thanks, Pokemon Company.
Thanks, Pokemon.
Let's see here. Ain the Rogue, maybe, has subscribed to Tier 1. You've subscribed for 2 months. Thanks. Says, this is the content I'm here for. That could have been at any point in this conversation. But it's been a ripper so far, so I'm here for it as well.
Hopefully it wasn't when I talked about wanting to see some robots get sucked off. 'Cause if that's the comment, if that's the
I'm
content
into
you're-
that.
Oh, I'm into that.
Oh, I'm into that.
Yeah. You know, I bet that's going to be a thing. Like 50 years from now, it's going to be like, wow, it's very rude to make fun of robot genitalia because we're in the cyborg zone in 50 years.
That's fair, yeah.
Size zone.
That's fair. That's fair. I guess you know, my thing wasn't necessarily about making fun of the genitalia. It was just that like these robots certainly did not consent.
Sure.
So you know,
That's a
all
sticky
I'm
wicket right there. Look at this guy.
That's all I'm saying.
Look at this old.
That is a Pokemon. That is what that is a Tomatillo. So that is Thomas Tio.
That's Theo. His name is literally Grampy Turnip. It says in the corner. Also, this is a rainforest that's called Rainforest. They just took some of the vowels out and then replaced them with other vowels.
All right. You know what? Once you drop some of the heaters they've been dropping in this with their oh wait, what was the current?
Oh, I already forgot. Was the
Conductor?
Conductor? Yeah.
Current.
Fuck. It was really
Fuck.
good. Tree.
Oh, it was really good.
It was sap nectar. Current nectar? Current nectar?
Connector. Connector, yes. I think like once you drop connector, it's like, guess what? We get to phone in the next like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Because you know what? You got to get it done. So it's reinforced.
Yeah. It's reinforced. That's the secret is next time you guys go into work, do like impress everyone within the first 5 minutes and then just find a quiet closet to take a nap in. And all day,
100%.
they won't think about it. Hey, where'd they go? They're going to be like, man, they really just hit the ground running right in the morning. And you're napping.
They got that heater. Yeah.
They got that heater.
They got that heater. Boom. Boom. That's one of the things I keep hearing. What is it? All you have to do is end on a good note, right? Is what was it? Not Angels and Demons, the Da Vinci Code, right? Remember when the Da Vinci Code was like the most popular book in the world, and everyone who's ever read it says, "Yeah, it kind of sucks." Like, it's not very interesting, but the chapters are so short.
Yeah.
I really feel like I'm accomplishing something.
Yep. I got sad the other day and I bought a bunch of books. And one of them was described to me by a friend as it's trashy like the Da Vinci Code, but you'll also read it in one sitting. And it's called The Puzzle Master. And it's written by, it was like a former puzzle editor at the New York Times. And they wrote a book about fucking puzzles. And it's like a fiction book. Like Da Vinci Code, globetrotting, but all about puzzles and ciphers and codexes.
Hell yeah.
I love a codex. Give me a codex.
And have you read it? And is it as trashy and well
I haven't.
described?
It's really intimidating. I'm afraid I'm going to get mold. No, they just arrived earlier today.
Oh, okay.
I haven't read it.
I guess this is all I'm saying is like make short chapters and end them on a good cliffhanger. As long as you got one good thing, it's okay to phone in the next 5 or 6 things. Exactly. It's fine. Yeah. It's fine. Just get one. All you need is one. All you need is a connector.
All you need is one connector.
So good. So good. Besmarch says, "Good evening, gentlemen. Happy Friday."
Besmarch.
Thank you, Besmarch. See Guru 2000 says, "Personally, I like the Alien Ant Farm version of Smooth Criminal better than MJ's original."
I think I do too. Which is, I know, sacrilegious. I really think that Alien Ant Farms song is an absolute banger.
Alien Ant Farm's version, incredible. 100%. Incredible. Better than the original? I'll give you debatable. How about that?
I think we could agree that their career is more impactful than Michael Jackson's. How did I miss? I can't kill these lizards. I keep hitting the wrong button.
I want to say, was it Todd in the Shadows who does like One Hit Wonderland?
Yeah.
A phenomenal YouTuber who several really fantastic videos. That's probably why I was thinking about Hootie and the Blowfish. I just saw his Train Records video on Hootie and the Blowfish's next album, which is why it was on my mind.
Hootie and the Blowfish's next album?
Or their second album that failed.
Okay. Sorry, I got very worried that we were in the midst of a Hootie Sans or something.
Marty, did you not know that we are in the midst of a Hootie Sans?
That can't be real.
They got the band back together. They are doing a reunion tour currently.
Oh yeah.
The hug brings you back.
That is John Popper, and that is Blues Traveler.
Suck it in.
Like a rin-tin-tin, you can believe.
I think I'm realizing I just don't know any Hootie and the Blowfish songs. Every song I think is Hootie is not Hootie.
Let her cry.
Oh, that's
that
Hootie.
One?
I know that.
That's Hootie.
Yeah.
And then what was their big one? Their big one was like about how much of a dork they were. Oh fuck! Someone is gonna know it in chat. I got to scroll down to the bottom of chat. Hold on for a second.
We got some Hooties in chat.
We got some Hooties. Who was their big their big hit? Was like someone say it. So I like Hook by Blues Traveler.
Oh yeah,
and their other song too is great.
I also like Hook by Steven Spielberg.
Ooh, Stevie Spielberg does a good hook.
Yeah.
Chat, you are disappointing me. Who knows the Hootie and the Blowfish song?
We thought we had a target audience. Turns out we do not. All I want to be with you. Is that the one?
That's it. I think that's a good one. I don't know if that's the one I'm thinking of.
I think that's probably my go-to hoot. Default hoot.
Let's see here. I do not know Hootie. Fair.
I'm a big fan of the Blowfish, but I don't know any Hootie songs.
Maybe it is I Only Want to Be With You. I say I'm crazy that something makes me cry. Well, there's nothing I can do. I don't want to be with you. Okay, yeah, you're right, Chad. You're right. You're right. Great song.
Stick Shift says I was a huge nerd in the 90s and I was still too cool to listen to Hootie.
It was everywhere. It was absolutely goddamn everywhere.
Yeah, you couldn't escape.
But on a reunion tour for those of us old folks who want to, feel young again.
The hoot is on. That's the first song they played. The Hootie song.
The Hootie's on. Okay, where were we here? Lampy says Devilman the Brith for movie night. I'm not gonna Google that. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's an anime I watched yesterday on a stream of mine.
Oh no.
It's nice because it's 45 minutes.
Okay.
It had way more nudity than I thought, so that's going to be
Ooh.
rough for my channel possibly. But it has the funniest English dub I've ever seen because it's like extremely vulgar, but it seems like they don't know how swears work.
Yes.
And it's just really great. Like their responses to things, I'm like, oh, that didn't. I feel like that didn't require like 2 F-bombs in the middle of that response of that like very monotone sentence.
What kind of bull fuck is this?
Pretty much, yeah. It's great.
Yeah. Oh, great. That's great.
Ooh, hold my hand, Hooky Dave. Hold my hand.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a
and then
number one Hootie, though. Is it? That's
Letter
a Hootie
Cry?
jam.
Letter Cry one?
Yeah.
I think like... Hold on, I'm going to go to their Wikipedia because I believe they had several number ones.
My heart will go on. That was them, right?
My heart will go on. My heart will go on. Cracked Rear View was number 1 on the U.S. charts, obviously. That was the name of the album. So that's great. Oh, here, singles. Hold My Hand made it to number 4 or number 10 in the U.S.
Respectable number 10.
Let Her Cry made it to number 9. Only Want to Be With You made it to number 6.
So is that the number 1? 6?
Yeah, 6. So I mean, like that's huge. That's huge.
There's no song bigger than the number 6 song.
Than the number 6 song, if you think about it. Yeah.
Point to one song that's bigger than the number 6 song. We'll wait.
Because we'll wait because it can't happen.
Because it can't happen. It's mathematical
Check.
impossibility.
Jamnog, thanks for the super chat. We appreciate.
Just Jamnog.
Jamnog. Besmarch, this stream has gone completely off the rails.
Yes.
It has honestly been a hot minute since Marty and I have streamed together. So yeah,
Finished Elden Ring.
So there's nothing else to do.
I want to be with you.
We would be doing the same thing if we were playing Elden Ring. To be honest.
You'd be getting as much from the game as you are getting here.
Oh, that's a hot turnip.
Yeah, he's a spicy little tamale, a little build it. Oh, he's
my
a
God.
builder, and his name's Build It. Have you gone back to Elden Ring, the DLC, and played it like as a normie on your own time?
I have been like doing my very slow, like very purposeful, like get everything playthrough, and absolutely. I mean, I had a very good time streaming, but I'm catching so many more
Sure,
things and
yeah.
loving every goddamn second
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah. When you're streaming a game, you're not really like taking it in.
It's hard. It's hard to take it in because, of course, we're chatting. We're chatting with chat. We're chatting with each other. We're spoofing. We're goofing. But
Yeah.
it's been absolutely phenomenal replaying. I have a character, a good character that I've have pretty built up, whose moveset is very interesting and a cool weapon. And so it's like I'm going through the game with that character and just absolutely soaking, drinking. I've been soaking a lot. I've been soaking so often.
Just
really
soaking in
soaking.
the scattew. A little scattew soak.
Soaking.
I like a nice soak.
Do you know what soaking is?
No, like so. No, now I don't want to know what it is.
You do.
Should I not have said I like a nice soak? I thought you were talking about like a bath.
You should not have said you like a nice soak.
Does it involve pee-pee?
It involves a pee-pee.
Oh, achi machi.
So, amongst certain religious youths, they have interpreted the Bible saying no premarital sex as quite literally the act of sex. And so what they have discovered, or the loophole they believe they have discovered is that, like, oh, if I'm just here and at full attention, and you know, it's something happens, it goes inside of something else, and then there is somehow some unrelated movement that forces the friction to happen. That does not count as premarital sex, and therefore it is okay. So they will literally have like a friend jump on the bed next to them while they
must be a
are
good friend.
motionless.
That must be a really good friend.
Really good friend.
I got so worried halfway through that I had stepped right into a sokang D's nuts. You started explaining it, and I'm like, oh no, have I fucking walked in it? Also, have you not gotten to that chat yet?
There's a lot of chat. I apparently have not.
Because I got worried, and then I was like, oh no, because I remember the chat is a D's nuts thing. And I was like, did I just walk into it? Did I freak out earlier and then walk right into it? But I didn't. Soaking, that sounds great, though. Is that why hotel beds used to have, like, the... you can like, put a quarter in and it moves?
Exactly.
For, like,
that was early soaking.
For on the road soaking.
Oh my God, Anexia is the next one. Jack, can you, and so Marty has read it already, so I will just read the whole thing, which is, Jack, can you ask Marty of his opinion on the stigma surrounding gaming these days? Wait for the answer, then say stigma nuts.
So that is...
Wait, stigma nuts in your mouth, Marty.
So that is why... When you said from Anixia, I was immediately like, sorry, I just read it. Like, you don't need to try to trick me. But then you were like, I just wanted to ask about Bubba Hotep, and I just seemed like an asshole. I just seemed like an absolute asshole.
It all makes sense now.
Oh, it's tough.
It all makes sense now.
It's tough.
It's all tough. Yeah, that's great. By the way, that's a great one that I've never heard before, the stigma one.
Yeah, because that's good, because you're like, I like talking about stigmas.
Yeah.
And so, like,
Stigma.
if you ask me about some stigmas, I'm going to be like, ooh, yeah, I want to talk about this.
Yeah, I want to talk about stigma.
Yeah.
Stigma nuts in your mouth. That's great. That's a great one. I'm gonna try to keep that in the old back of the brain, not for Marty, but for someone.
Yeah, for various soakings.
For
future soakings.
The problem is, now that I'm older, all my friends are older, our knees are bad, so it's hard to find someone to jump on the bed.
Sure.
All I'm saying. But
Gotta call a dog into the room. That's a whole other problem. Bible probably doesn't like that either.
It doesn't say, so it doesn't count. I assume. Let's see here. Sir George Lucas says, I don't know about any music of any era, but early aughts were a magical time for nerds. Harry Potter, Star Wars, Matrix sequels, Lord of the Rings. Absolutely.
Yeah, Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
That was kind of the beginning of, I feel like, nerd culture becoming popular culture.
Absolutely.
Or just becoming mainstream, and I guess nerd culture doesn't really exist anymore.
Correct. Yeah. Which, it's like, if we want to be very pessimistic too, we could also say it was the downfall. It was the start of the era of IP.
Yeah, the second it's like, oh, we can make money off this. This is when it's like, how do we fleece these idiots?
Exactly. So, but we had a fantastic run in those early aughts.
Yeah.
So that was nice. Yeah. And obviously, we're still getting some quality stuff out of that. We just talked about how much I loved Agatha all along.
Yeah, and I thought it really stuck the landing. I really enjoyed the last couple episodes.
Beautiful. Especially like for an October watch. I think it would still work as a November watch because it's fall and spooky. And it's great time. Yeah. Great time.
Catherine Hahn's a really good actor.
Honestly, like
really
she
good,
just needs to be in more things.
Yeah.
I'm glad she's got a steady gig, like that's a good paycheck for her.
Yeah, it's funny because she was like, obviously, like the first 10 things I saw her in were just like small parts in comedies. She was like the sister-in-law in Step Brothers and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's excellent.
So great. X Dark Rival X says, "Evening, gents. Wanted to say hi and show support. We appreciate that."
Hey, Dark Rival.
Dark
Thank
Rival
you so much.
X. Let's see here. Make Some Noise from Dropout has a wonderful clip wherein a couple of folks learned what soaking and jump humping was. Oh yeah, it's a thing. It's a beautiful thing. There's if anyone has seen Jury Duty, which is a phenomenal show.
Yeah.
they have that soaking bit in jury duty.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Which again shows the quality of your character. Yeah. Willing to get your soak on.
Were
Were there any soaking related incidents at your recent jury duty?
If there were, I was not involved in any of them.
Oh, that's a bummer. I don't know what's
Wink.
worse, being invited or
Wink.
not being invited to a soaking.
Oh yeah, no, and like I heard someone jumping. Like is all I'm gonna say. I heard someone jumping, no other noises, and just someone jumping, and then 3 people leave a little room. And it's like, okay, I know what
was going on there.
I know what was going on in there. One of them was the judge, and 2 of them were the lawyers. But
Yeah.
I know what was going on in there.
I know what's going. You can't trick this guy.
You can't trick me. I know y'all are doing dirties in there.
Judge
and they
the
said
lawyers.
they said it was a meeting about new evidence or bullshit. Oh, evidence these nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
That's why you were asked to leave the jury. Sir, you cannot keep interrupting this.
I did not know you could get a dishonorable discharge from jury duty, but it's what happened. I'm so sorry.
Dishonorable.
Let's see here. Keeper Days, you should listen to Full Metal Jackson's cover of Smooth Criminal. They're a Michael Jackson metal cover band.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's great.
Michael Jackson metal cover band.
Full Metal Jackson. That's great. I posted it on. Far Less Than Too Many Frogs posted the Make Some Noise clip of them talking about soaking to the Discord server. Thank you. Anytime you share Make Some Noise clips, I'm down for it because I fucking love that show. It's a beautiful show. That's ew. Let's see here. Where are we? Oh man, we are caught up. What a sad day.
What I said. We got nothing. We got nothing in front of us.
What do we got to do now? Pay attention to the game that we're streaming? Ew.
I want to look at a crying toad in a corner of a rainforest.
Honestly. Thanks a bunch, Mark. So I guess like early impressions. Let's do something crazy and actually talk about the game for a little bit. Which is like, what do you think? Early impressions.
I'm enjoying it so far. So I'm like, I'm about 4 hours, 3-4 hours into it in my actual playthrough. But it is like a lot of RPGs, a bit of a slow, narrative-heavy start that slowly folds in the mechanics and stuff. But like you said, I do really like that active battle system that the Mario and Luigi games have had since, Mario RPG, I guess, for the Super Nintendo. And I think the writing is actually charming. Like, all these Mario RPG games do have, like, the quote-unquote story doesn't really matter, but I think the writing is, like, they got good little, like, goofs and quips in there. I like the sort of, like, this puzzle, solving it for the first time was, like, actually really interesting. Like, I think they're throwing neat curveballs, and I like the fact that the bite-sized nature of these islands means they can kind of, like, theme it around a certain idea, and then you are only... you're playing with that idea for like 45 minutes or an hour, and then you get to go on to the next thing. I kind of like that. That's how like the new Call of Duty campaign is very much that way, which Yahtzee didn't like, but I loved because it felt like different human beings made every single level, and they had no communication with each other at all. And so it just felt like a different game every time you played a new level.
Right, and sometimes, especially with larger games, that can be really fun because they're able to experiment with new ideas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, not feel like you're getting... like tired of all the ideas.
Right, and it's very possible that like in a game like this, it can make sense because of the light nature of it. But like I remember, what was it? Dishonored 2 had that like the one level that was like a swap between times. Puzzle level. And it was like, okay, that's a really neat thing, and that's something that the AAA space does a lot, where we're like, oh, we have this one weirdo idea. And I do think that on one hand that can be nice. On the other hand, it's like, oh, I really like this whole thing, and I would have liked to see this more fleshed out.
If this was the full game, yeah. There was the same thing. They had the one level, like the Clockwork Manor, where it was that mansion that like all the walls and shit would like fold into each other, and it was like very. It was thinking about a space in a very different way.
Yeah. Which again, it was like this was a really fun way to keep, dare I say, the build and release of tension going, because like you're met with a new idea that you have to wrap your head around. So like there's pros and cons. I get it. I do think in a game like this that is going for saccharine, it's more acceptable because like we're here to have fun. Give me your weird ideas.
No one's gonna be like, there's no narrative cohesion in my Mario and Luigi. Well, someone will probably say that, but I'm sure someone. There definitely wasn't enough Bill Clinton in my Mario and Luigi Brothership. That's all I'm saying. Bill Clinton would love to be on a Brothership. Oh my God, I gotta be there first. He'd be the first one in line for a Brothership.
Bill Clinton.
Is that your Bill
He just did the thumb.
The thumb is really good. Yeah, I don't know what you do with the rest of your face, but the thumb's great.
That's all I know is the thumb thing. That's all I know about the thumb thing. Let's see here. Sorry, Sir George Lucas says, we all love Better Call Saul. Tell me this. Have you seen Boston Legal? Yeah.
Are those connected?
They are not connected, I don't believe. Better Call Saul, I think, is a wonderful show.
Oh, yeah, Better Call Saul.
Boston Legal, James Spader, the fucking Captain Kirk was on it for a little bit. Really fun little law show, yeah.
Huh? I don't think I ever saw Boston Legal.
It's an oldie. I'll say it's an oldie. But like
James Spader was on. Was James Neuter on it? You got to have your pet spayed and neutered.
I believe she was going by Ally McBeal. That joke made no sense.
No,
but I do.
I also like talking about I like that her and Harrison Ford are just married and seem to have a very nice life. That seems great.
They're just happy together.
It is great.
That's great. That's great. Let's see here. I don't know what I was doing with my face either. Don't worry. I tried to do a Bill Clinton face and then realized I cannot, so I just did it harder. Welcome to my career. If I can't do something well, I just do it harder.
Double down.
Lampy, this feels like a setup for a joke, but I'm going to read it anyway. Jack, do you know about Phil and his cool cowboy hat?
This is just also a reference to my stream from last night.
Oh, okay.
Knuckles from Sonic had a cool cowboy hat, and for some reason, Auto Subs kept calling him Phil.
Ooh,
yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
That was his Chris Gaines period, where Sonic just definitely wanted to like branch out and do something a little different.
We have one of those signs in the back, like a factory. How many days since incidents? And it's how many days since we've streamed together and not brought up Chris Gaines. Fuck, we gotta do 0. We bring up that guy a lot. We don't have enough alter egos in pop culture. That's the problem.
I just want everyone. Chris Gaines is one of the most fascinating pieces of pop culture history in the world because I believe he legitimately thought he was going to fool people.
Yeah. Like I want that to happen now. I want to be confused and be like, oh, that's just someone who's extremely famous just with a mustache. Like, no, it's someone new.
No, that's someone
completely new.
It was arguably one of the biggest musical acts on the planet. Garth Brooks was not just the face of country music; he had crossover pop hits. Yeah. He was I've got Friends in Low Places was played at every wedding, birthday, bar, and bar mitzvah. Yeah. This man was a superstar, and he decided to put out a rock album as a different guy, and all he put on was a bad wig.
A bad wig and like a little soul patch.
It was... And he legitimately thought he would fool people, and it's beautiful.
Yeah. No time to be alive.
It's just like Hannah Montana. We all know Hannah Montana, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, imagine if someone actually did that.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
It actually tried to trick humans.
So I understand we have to set the counter back to 0, but I do not apologize.
No, we should never apologize. In games we trust.
Uh-oh. It looks like we have Raiders. Was KC streaming?
KC? I was about to yell at KC saying you're off. But first off, it's a Friday night. Second off, he's here.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yes. Thanks,
So it's
KC.
his stream.
Welcome, KC.
We have Raiders from Sigma Gear 9's stream. Hi Raiders. Welcome. We are talking. Obviously, I'm sure Casey was also talking about Chris Gaines.
Yeah.
So hopefully the conversation has been pretty natural
Yeah,
for everyone.
yeah. They're trying to get Chris Gaines to perform at their wedding. So far, no luck.
No luck.
Because they can't find a footprint. He's like Jason Bourne. He doesn't. Chris Gaines doesn't leave a paper trail.
Everybody, like, not only watch Heat, listen to I've Got Friends in Low Places.
Oh
It's
my
pretty
god!
simple.
If you sync them up, no one's ever done that. Sync the two of them up. See what happens. That's like a little Dark Side of the Moon, Wizard of Oz for you.
Just saying, something might
You're
happen.
not gonna know until you do it.
We're not gonna know. Yeah. Casey streamed Dredge. Oh, what a game!
That was a goodie.
What a game! I did not play, nor am I interested in the DLC, and I don't know what that says about me.
Yeah, I just got to the end and I was like, oh, yeah, I'm good. I don't need more.
Yeah. I do not need any more of that game. It's brilliant, and everyone should play Dredge. I think it's a wonderful game. A game that I still think about how wonderful it is. I don't want any more.
Yeah.
Like, I could have a Dredge 2. That's fine. I don't want, like, a little bonus add-on to
Sure.
what we already have. That isn't saying it's bad. That isn't saying that, like, people aren't enjoying it. That's just saying what I want.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Where are we? Hold on. Let's see here. The new movie Brothers. Oh, wait. Why do we...
Four Brothers? We talking about Four Brothers?
We're talking about the new movie Brothers. Sir George Lucas says the new movie Brothers from the Palm Springs director, starring Josh Brolin, Brendan Fraser, Tyrion Lannister, just came out. Bad reviews though. Oh yes, Peter Dinklage, Josh Brolin, Brendan Fraser, by the director who did Palm Springs, which
Palm
is a
Springs.
brilliant movie. Yeah,
So I feel like I got it.
and the trailer for Brothers looks great.
Wait, you talking about Brothers or Four Brothers?
We're talking about Brothers.
Do you remember Four Brothers?
I do know.
Oh, that
What?
was like
Hold
a mid to late aughts movie about like four adopted brothers, and I think like some crime guy messes with their mom, and they gotta go get him. And it was like Mark Wahlberg, Andre
Yeah.
3000 from Outkast, and two other
Yeah.
people. Yeah,
Tyrese
Tyrese, Mr. Gibson, if you're nasty.
and Garrett Hedlund.
Oh, we love a Garrett Hedlund in this house.
Hold on, I need to click on Garrett Hedlund.
He's one of those dudes you've seen on a bunch of stuff.
What a, first of all, handsome man.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Tron in Tron.
That's right, titular Tron.
That's right. He's the titular Tron in the new Tron movie. Okay, cool. No, they were talking about the new movie Brothers, which apparently came out this weekend. Is
I
that
don't think
true?
it's not in my theater. This might be an LA, New York thing. Coastal elite Sir George Lucas.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Right? I feel bad about calling them coastal elite. That was uncalled for.
Actually, maybe we should watch this for next week's rewind, because it's not very often that a new comedy comes out, and this is a new comedy.
There you go. Put it on the board.
Put it on the board. It's on Prime. It's on Prime Video. So
Prime time.
Prime time.
our
Let's
second
see
plug.
here.
They said it couldn't be done. They said that there's no way that they could do two plugs in a single stream. But we did.
Your Eiffel Tower in it. That's great.
Oh, no. I know what that is.
2 plugs. Let's see here. Lampy, not Chris Gaines without Chris Paines.
Yeah. No Chris Gaines without any Chris Paines.
That's right. Lordy. That's a good joke. Sir George Lucas says, speaking of what not to watch, The Desolation of Smaug ends with the wettest fart of a cliffhanger. These movies kind of suck balls, but watch Bilbo versus Gollum from YouTube and save some time.
Yeah, the movies are sad because like the Lord of the Rings trilogy is so good. Just don't do anything else.
Just don't do that.
Just keep making Kong movies.
The Hobbit itself is a very strange book. Like, especially if you compare it to Lord of the Rings, it's very, like, I don't want to call it like meandering, but it feels a little directionless at times. Like, I guess we'll go here. I guess we'll go here. Like, it is no small shock that so much of The Hobbit has been later turned into tabletop role-playing games, because it is we'll just go here. We'll go here.
Random scenarios that they'll just toss at you. Yeah.
It's like kind of linked together, but kind of not. And then it's like, oh, a big battle at the end. Okay, we're done. So it's kind of Dee's Scrub says it's kind of episodic. And by the way, I do think that The Hobbit is something that could incredibly work as a limited series.
Yeah, you have to wonder if they never made those movies, if that would have been the first thing when like Amazon got the rights to stuff. It would have been like, ooh, what if we made a Hobbit series? Yeah. What if we do a Hobbit and just like, you know, like hanging out with the bear dude is like a 2-part episode? And it's like, hell yeah. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That could be fun. That could be a lot of fun. Not Step Brothers, though we were talking about Captain Han earlier.
That's right.
The movie is just called Brothers,
which is a tough thing to call your movie. That doesn't seem like SEO friendly. There's just so many.
By the way,
Brothers.
88 minutes.
Lord have mercy. Absolutely watch it.
An 88-minute comedy movie that is available to watch essentially for free, because we all have Amazon Prime for the free shipping anyway.
Incredible.
Okay, I'm gonna hold on. I gotta open up our Slack because I'm gonna put that as a suggestion for the rewind. Assuming Darren can watch it, who knows if it's out in Ireland? Who knows if Ireland exists in this movie?
Oh, I don't think Darren's gonna be there on Tuesday.
Oh,
I think he told me he was gonna be at a screening. I feel like he told me that last week, and then I was like, I'll tell everyone, and then I forgot until this moment. I also might have made that up. I don't think I made it up though. It feels like a thing I've said, or that is real. Not Israel, is real. Why did I even correct that? Just is real. Best movie about brothers? Is that the Four Brothers?
The best
Brother
movie
Bear?
about brothers.
Undercover Brother?
Undercover
Sister Act?
Brother is pretty good. That's about sisters?
Oh, that counts. There's not enough movies about brothers.
No. You're thinking Sister is the best show about sisters. Tia and Tamara. And Sister Act is the best movie about sisters. The best movie about brothers. Oh my god.
Is it this stream? Because this is about the Brothership?
It was the stream that we made along the way.
We literally made this along the way because that's what we've been doing the last 2 hours. Yeah, Brothers Bloom is really good. That might be mine. Ryan Johnson.
The Faramir. If they made the Lord of the Rings movies just about Faramir and Boromir, that would be the best movie about brothers, but I don't think that counts because the movie's not necessarily
such
about
a bad dad.
them.
What a bad dad.
Such a bad dad. Which, by the way, that's what a good brother movie needs, is a bad dad.
Yeah, you gotta rally
right?
Bad dad.
Really need a bad dad.
Yeah.
What's a movie about brothers?
Twins? That's a good one. Are they brothers? I mean, they're twins.
They're twins. They are biologically brothers.
Yeah.
Twins is a great brother movie. I like that a lot.
Metal Gear Solid. That's about brothers. They're clones, but still brothers. It's not a movie though. That's a video game. Also, probably like a comic book or something.
The big did you see the big Metal Gear news recently? Is they finally, hold on. Is they finally admitted that Jodie Benson was a voice in Metal Gear.
Ava in Metal Gear Solid 3, and that's who voiced Ariel, right? In
Correct.
Little Mermaid. Yeah.
Yes.
And she said, I guess she said without saying as many words that, like, under Disney contract at the time, it was like you have to be very careful about your image because you are a Disney princess before being a human being. Yeah.
Yes, which is, by the way, incredibly fair, very, very fair. Like that's where the money is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna mess with daddy paycheck.
Yeah. That doesn't happen anymore though, right? Because they get like a bunch of celebrities to like do voices in their movies, and they're like The Rock is in Moana. And The Rock like killed mankind in a wrestling match once. Like he killed him, man. He's dead.
Yeah, but like I guess think about like. Actor careers now are relatively safe, especially like think about actors who have been in Disney properties. Like The Rock doesn't do anything controversial anymore.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt doesn't do anything controversial. I mean,
sure.
as far as that's concerned, obviously there's some controversial stuff, but like, ooh, that's true. Okay, so Stick Shift says Sarah Silverman did a voice in a Disney movie.
Yeah.
But what has she done since? Anything dangerous?
Yeah.
Anything outside of the box?
Wreck-It Ralph's. Yeah.
Since Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
Huh? And even someone is saying stand up? Maybe we don't know. We don't know. What
I
she's
feel
doing.
like that doesn't like. Granted, it's a Sony thing, but Zendaya in the Spider-Man movies is also in like Euphoria and Challengers and stuff. Where like
sure.
Also, her and Anne Hathaway got cast in the new Christopher Nolan movie. So now the new Christopher Nolan movie is Matt Damon, Tom Holland, his paramour Zendaya, and Anne Hathaway. And it sounds like it's going to be a remake of an '80s movie about a sick-ass helicopter. Which, yeah. Good on you. Just make a movie about a cool helicopter. He's going to make a whole camera that's just a helicopter. Darren's going to see it 117 times. Darren's going to get so into helicopters, it's going to be nuts. That dude, he's going to be making chopper noises.
The rewind after that movie comes out is just going to be explaining to you how helicopters work and why that's amazing.
We'll be like, that's pretty cool. It's kind of dumb, though, and they killed the wife off really quick, and Darren's going to be like, here's 14 hours about why I changed cinema.
I think Sarah Silverman had a Comedy Central show. I think that was before Wreck-It Ralph, by the way. The Sarah Silverman program, I believe, was before Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, I think that's true.
That's great. So, but yeah, I watched the Sarah Silverman program. I guess this is all I'm saying is I believe still now, like, you don't mess with daddy paycheck, and Disney's the big daddy paycheck.
A large fathered paycheck.
Yes, absolutely. Pissing in bottles on set isn't controversial? Oh, I don't know what that's from. I don't know. Who's pissing in bottles?
The guy from The Aviator?
Possibly. Possibly. We don't know what's going on. Ooh, that's right.
A couple of bottle pissers, cut it up.
Couple of bottle pissers over there. That's fair. What were we talking about before Jodie Benson? I don't know. All I know is that the guy who did the voice of Prince Eric was also the voice of the 90s Spider-Man. Christopher Daniel Barnes.
That's a fun fact.
Yes.
I don't think I do that.
He has a very short filmography. He was the voice of Prince Eric. He was the voice of Peter Parker Spider-Man in the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. And he also is the oldest brother in the like remade what's the TV show The Blended Family? The Brady Bunch. The remake Brady Bunch movies.
Oh, gotcha. Like the movies in the 90s.
Yes, that's Christopher Daniel Barnes. A little piece of trivia. Now you know.
Look at that. You took some this weekend when you try to impress your friends and loved ones. Drop a little knowledge on them.
You can say Spider-Man was Prince Eric.
and they'll say, "How did you get into my house? Please leave." Because you just committed a home invasion in this scenario, my friend.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Spider-Man is Prince Eric. Spider-Man was Prince Eric.
Oh, God, honey. He's in the house again.
I changed the locks. I don't know how he keeps getting in. Let's see here. Sir George Lucas says, one of the stream highlights of the year was Jack demolishing the Godskin duo while Marty and Darren discussed about The Rock's assistant carrying out his piss bottles on set.
Oh, that was the piss guy. Yeah. Because there was the whole story about how The Rock is like a complete pain in the ass to work with, including like, he's like,
okay.
I'll show up 7 hours late, but also time is money, so I'm pissing in bottles.
Great.
There you go. Okay, now
Great.
everything makes sense.
Yeah. James Morgan has another fun little thing. The voice of Ursula is also Granny from the Totoro English dub.
Oh, that is a good fun fact. It's a great fun fact.
That. I like that. Hey, remember when like we had voice actors and not just actors
Celebrities?
doing voice work?
Yeah.
Wasn't that
was
great?
nice. And it's almost like the voices were better then.
It's like they were memorable and
really
like
good.
you know.
Yeah. I don't know how
Wasn't
that
that fun?
happens.
Well, like if that was just your whole job is like defining your voice in a certain way instead of like
Be amazing.
just being a generic.
Never us. Definitely couldn't be. Jack, it's 8:30.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We did it.
That
They said it
flew
couldn't
by.
be done. People
2
sent me
hours of
mails
brother shipping.
of brother shipping, of shipping the
Yeah.
bros. We did it. Yeah, I know we didn't discuss the game too much. Also, this is one of those games where we're not just gonna like read it. If I was sitting around reading all this, we wouldn't have brother shipped at all. We wouldn't have plugged anything.
Oh my
We'd still be
God.
plugged in.
Think about it.
Jack, what do you got going on? What should folks check out? We got more Adventures Night coming tomorrow morning. Side Quest episode
Tomorrow?
2, is that right?
SideQuest episode 2 comes out tomorrow, which is phenomenal. We are wrapping up the next Battle Masters,
Yeah.
which is not coming out next Monday, but the Monday after that. Very, very fun episode. I'm very lucky that I get to see all of kind of like the pre-cut footage. This is going to be a fun one. Y'all are really going to like this one. Also, it doesn't matter. I really like this one. So that's all that really
There you
matters. So we got a new Battle Master we're working on.
Oh, it might be actually a
Adventures
week
Nine.
after that Monday, because I think Jesse needed an extra week because he's going to be gone a couple days.
Oh,
So it might be
well,
like
it's coming up.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the Wednesday of Thanksgiving, or the Monday of Thanksgiving week. So there you go.
okay.
Watch it with your family. Gather your family, but have every member of your family open it on their own device to watch.
Ooh, that would help us. And every member comment and like and subscribe on their own device. Yeah, that'd be really great. That'd be really great. And then in the background, just myself and Matt have been editing season 4 of Adventures Now, which I know like it's tough to say because like I can't be like watch it now, but what I can say is we are currently editing episodes and it's fun.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So yeah.
And then obviously on the second one, friend, our big thing is a week from tomorrow will be our 1-year anniversary stream, our all-day
That's
bonanza, Saturday the 16th. All of your faves will be on streaming all day, jumping between a bunch of different games. Some of the games y'all will be able to join us. We'll have prizes. We'll have awesome announcements. That'll be a ton of fun. We're getting everyone on, so hell yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely. Nick posted the schedule. It's going to be nuts. It's good. Like it is all day, and it's going to be a ton of fun. Sir George Lucas wants to know if season 4 will air bi-weekly. I don't know yet. We'll see how fast we can get it done. But next week Saturday, everybody come by, hang out. It's going to be. We've been doing this for a year already. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's nuts. I don't believe that.
No,
Check my
we
calendar.
just started
We'll
this
check
yesterday.
my calendar to make sure.
Just double check.
Doesn't seem like it's been.
The other thing we should plug is just hey, everybody, just take care of yourself. Find something you enjoy and do it because it makes you happy, and don't feel like regret or like selfish for doing something that makes you happy.
Okay. That's beautiful. This is a cruel world. That's something that makes you happy. Buy a bunch of books about puzzle masters. That's what I do.
Like, buy a trashy novel just because it's trashy and fun.
Exactly.
And you know what? Read it.
Exactly.
Read it because it's trashy.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone in YouTube. Thank you, everyone in Twitch. Jari with 100 bits right at the end. Marty, I love your entrance in last week's Adventurers Night. I'm going to be honest, you filmed that years ago. I don't remember that at all. That was so many years ago. I don't remember goofs from the beginning of this stream, let alone a year ago.
Right.
Yeah, and then Henry, thank you so much for the extra biddies as well. Appreciate you.
That.
Thanks, Jack, as always. Yeah, everyone have a good rest of your Fridays / weekends, and we'll see y'all later.
Happy weekend, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.